Okay, guys, I'm going to make some meatloaf. And I'm going to show you how I make my meatloaf. This is some pretty... Oh, this meatloaf is going to be good. So I'll show you. So, first of all, 3 pounds of sirloin. I like sirloin, so that's the best meat, I think. So 3 pounds of sirloin. Okay, I'm going to show you all the ingredients. Eggs, onion, tomato sauce, Mrs. Dash table blend, paprika, garlic powder, slap your mama, and another blend of Mrs. Dash, garlic and herb, and then I use Italian breadcrumb, Italian style breadcrumb seasoning, Swiss cheese, and honey ham. Then you stick your hands in there and you mix all this together. And no, I'm not wearing gloves. My house, my food. So, there you go. And don't forget to set your oven at 375. And you're probably thinking, tomato sauce, Swiss cheese, and honey ham. You're probably thinking, why? Remember, just trust the process. And this is what it looks like when it's all mixed together. Remember, guys, trust the process. All right. And then you put down some wax paper and you kind of mush this into a little ball like this because you're going to get ready to roll this out. So I'm just kind of getting it prepped here a little bit. And if you ain't got a rolling pin, you could just use your hands to smash the meat out. But I got a rolling pin, so I'm gonna, here, probably get some stuck here. I should have oiled this down a little bit. But anyway, you just kind of like roll it out. I should have oiled my rolling pin. And you just kind of flatten it out as thin as you can. And it's going to look like a big old pie crust. So you just keep doing this until you think it's flat enough. If you want to make it a little bit thinner, you sure can. But I think this is the thinnest I want mine. Hold on. Now this is where the ham and Swiss cheese, trust the process. I got my, and I use honey ham, guys. So you take the honey ham and you just layer it all the way across your meat, your hamburger. There, and I'll show you. Hold on, let me get one in the camera here. Do you see it? Yep, just lay it in there. One for me. And there you go. You got the ham down. Alrighty. Swiss cheese. Now I got a small packet, but I'm going to kind of like spread that out so I can fit all this cheese on there. I should have bought 2 packs, but that's all right. It'll work. It'll work, guys. Cheese is put down. So the hamburger, the honey ham, you could use regular ham too. And the Swiss cheese. I like honey ham because I like the sweetness of it. So, and then I'll tell you what we have to do next. This is the hard part. Okay, now this part is going to be hard. I have to try to roll this into a log. This is the hard part. You got to have a little technique with this. So I'm going to, hold on, I'm going to, that's all my stuff I held the paper down with. Garbage, garbage, garbage. So all this goes in the garbage. Hold on, guys. Let me pause this. I'll be back. Okay, I am back. So this is what you do. Since it's like wax paper, you kind of take this. You see my hands? And you kind of make the first roll. And kind of get it. Once you get it started, it's pretty easy to get going. And then you slowly, because you don't want to wrap the paper up in there, of course. Woo. Okay. See how it's rolling up? There you go. And you just kind of like tuck it in, squish it, and I'll get back to you right at when I'm done with this. And here's your log, but you guys, I forgot. I don't have my big pan like I used to when I used to make this way back in the day. I don't have the pan, so I have to cut it in half. But as you can see, what's happening in here. See all that Swiss cheese? And it just turned out to be a log. So, but yeah, I had to cut it in half. So, and now you know what I'll do? Kind of fold the hamburger over and I'll get right back to you. Now, you guys are probably wondering, what's the tomato sauce for? Well, I got you right here. Sorry about the flies, guys. No flies in my food. Okay. Now, since you got the logs in there, you guys, that was a pretty big log. So I had to cut this baby in half and put it in there. So now what you do is you just take the tomato sauce and you pour it right over the top. Right, and you guys are saying, ooh, no, yum. Oh, I had to make sure my video was still going, guys. And you usually just need one can. One can is good. Ooh, yay. Now, I never know what time, like how long to cook it. I just know by looking at it because I've done it for so long. So, I would say maybe an hour and a half at 375. I just kind of like go by my eyes and just look at it. And I know, I've made this so many times that I already just know what it looks like when it's done. And there you go. That's how I make my meatloaf. Oh, I'm going to grab a spoon and cover that spot up because I see that spot didn't get covered. So there you go. That is my meatloaf. I make other styles of meatloaf too, so. But this is my favorite one. And I used to work at a bar, and a little old lady told me how to make this. And I've been making it ever since. She's probably passed away by now because that was like 20 years ago. So, and she was already in her 70s, almost 80s then. So she's probably gone. So if she is watching me from above, here's her stuff. And you guys have an awesome day. And I hope you like this recipe. And hopefully you try it out. This is part 1. I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Peace, guys. Bye.